All right, real quick. So I see this little fuss going on social webs today over what Slim Thug said about Ciara and Russell Wilson. Now I thought their situation was dead and over with simply for the fact that they got married and they got a family going on. So I don't really care anymore. Yes, I did do a video titled "In Defense of Future," where I gave my two defenses. One, I watched all the interviews that Ciara was doing. She did like 7, 8 of them joints. Future did 2. And in all the interviews, she never spoke on why they broke up. She never gave a reason or an answer to that question. But everybody seemed to speculate in every other comment of every article and every post about the topic. Oh, he was cheating. He was doing this. He was doing that. Future, on the other hand, says they broke up because she wanted to do the red carpet, go to the White House, do all that Hollywood stuff, and he didn't want to do it. He had an image to uphold, getting shot at and doing purple lean and drinking all types of drugs and whatnot. It was his image, and he had to sell that. He couldn't be clean cut. He couldn't do the Russell Wilson thing, so that's why they broke up. His words. Not that he cheated and was messing around, but because he didn't want to act like an adult. Whatever. But that was the one defense I had of Future. And the other defense of him, which I agree, when he was on the Breakfast Club, he said, yo, like, a newborn baby, you shouldn't have another man pushing him in a stroller like that. Like, out of respect, man to man, you don't do shit like that. And I agree with that. I'm not going to be pushing around another man kid that specifically asked, could we keep the child out of the media like that? And we knew that Ciara was being petty. And we know that Russell Wilson, being a man and more logical, knows she's being petty and was doing things on purpose to get a rise out of the Future. You ain't the future of shit, bitch. You just David fucking Porter. Anyways, so those were my two defenses of Future. But they got married. I didn't like the whole situation where he took the picture, they were damn near naked and all that stuff too. That was weird. But they got married, they're having a family, so none of that stuff even matters anymore because they're married. It is what it is. He's going to be in the house, he's going to be raising a kid. He probably going to be calling him dad. It is what it is. Future out here talking about fucking people's wives with Gucci flip-flops on, and another man was taking naked pictures with his son. I'm done. That's terrible. But all that set aside, we not gonna act like we don't know that Russell Wilson was considered a lame. I distinctly remember black women making memes saying that Russell Wilson was Carlton from The Fresh Prince and that Cam Newton was Will Smith. It was overly obvious that sisters was not feeling this man Russell Wilson. Probably why he ended up with a Becky in the first place. And now we're supposed to act like that wasn't true. Slim Thug said that if a woman is attracted to men like Future and 50 and Bow Wow fake, but I think Amara Stoudemire has not been a bad guy, so I'm not even going to throw Amara Stoudemire in that category because he seemed like a cool dude. He's all into the Israel thing and going back and touching the wall and that other dudes be touching, whatever. But we can't put him in that boat. But we can say some of the other dudes she dated, and then the one that she chose to have a baby by, of all. And I don't even think Future's a thug. I just think he's portraying an image like most artists do. But nevertheless, he's irresponsible. He does not have any discipline. He's spreading the seed all over the place. He's messing with other married men wives, like just doing a lot of reckless shit. Got shot at, talking about doing all types of drugs that he claimed that he don't even do himself. Not a good role model, right? Nobody you should be trying to have babies with, especially when you became baby mama number 5. Well, technically 4 because one of the kids are adopted. And who knows? He's got another one of Bow Wow's baby moms or exes pregnant too. So, dude is trash. But we're not gonna act like this shit is not true though, man. I get it. We're not supposed to say they like thugs, but it's what it is. I don't care. You like what you like, but we can't act dumb. Yes, she upgraded. Yes, she chose hypergamy. Yes, this marriage is. I don't think it's about love and all other bullshit. I think she really likes what she liked before, but she grew up and got what she needed. And what's so hard about acknowledging that? Why can't that be real? Slim Thug has nothing to lose with this situation. So, even the fake Dr. Phil Uber driver, Derek Jackson, covered the story in his car. And he was saying, like, I can't call him bitter because he's not that. But why? He just don't know. Like, he knows, and we all know. We all know what it is. We all see what it's for. If a chick done had to pass a certain type of dudes and caliber, and all of a sudden she wants you, after she done had a baby by the same dude, I'm gonna go and look at her sideways. If that shit that dude was doing was turning you on and making your panties wet, and if I'm not that caliber guy, I can't do nothing for you. Remember how Janet was in the beginning in the Poetic Justice? Remember how, what's her face? Damn, she got like 10 baby, one of Little Wayne baby mamas. I forget what her name, but she was talking about thugs and how that dude from one gangster movie turned her on and got her wet. She can't go back and date a Carlton type cat after having that affinity for dudes like that. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, you're into that, you're into that. You don't go from crazy wanting to have quote unquote quiches with the fat ass and all that to going to some plain Jane regular chick. You like what you like. Now you might wise up and make a decision and understand trade-offs, but that's what that is. I think Ciara still like what she likes, but she made an adult decision to get what she needed. And most women do that. So why is that so hard to admit? She chose financial stability. She chose someone that she can go on red carpets with. Someone has a good, positive image, a good person to raise her children. The unfortunate thing is she did that later, not first. And that's all we're saying, right? There was enough evidence on, that's the one dude, yeah, I might have my fun. Yeah, his image makes me moist, pause. But I'm not going to have a kid by that. And that's even what Deborah Cooper said, the Black Wicked Witch of the West. She's on YouTube still saying the black women have that phase and they go through it, but they shouldn't get emotionally attacked, which is impossible because they have chemicals and hormones and things in their body that stop that from happening, and don't get pregnant by them, which, again, we see with the single parent out of wedlock birth rate that doesn't happen either. So logic and reason would say don't mess with them at all because you're going to get attached or you're going to have a baby, and that's going to be stuck with you for life. And the one thing, too, is like, Russell Wilson had that clean cut, lame image. And now, with her, he's attached to other stuff that you could tell ain't in his character. There was rumors about his own teammates not liking him and whatnot. And I remember the one dude, all the dudes that didn't like him either are gone. They were all on the defense. They got it there. That's his team. But there's rumors of like saying that he didn't want Future playing in the stadium. And Michael Bennett went on the Breakfast Club saying, I'll play what I want to play, completely trying to undermine if he was, did have that protest. That's not a good look for a team to have that type of situation going on in the locker room. And then the shots back and forth and Ciara doing it, and of course he's going to defend his wife, but, it is what it is. He's associated with that ratchetness stuff that he's never been attached to in his entire life. And that's the part that looks bad the worst. Here's the thing that's funny to me, right? And I've said this before. When we watch Power, everybody watching it, right? So I've never heard anybody come at St. James and say he's a piece of shit and he shouldn't. He's the problem for all the stuff that's going on in his life. Black women get mad at Tariq the most. They get mad at Angela. All right? Now, last season, when the little nerdy dude from Little Rascals got on the show, black lawyer, instantly, I read comments from black women disgusted by him. He's corny, he's whack, he's lame. Why did Tasha get with him? Why is she messing with that dude? You can't go from a ghost to that. These are comments that I'm reading even today from my timeline, from women of color. And the funny thing that to me was like weird how Lawrence from Issa Rae show, we gotta talk about that too. He was a fuck boy, he was a fake good dude, all this other stuff. Educated lame, took too long to get this shit together. We can get all that. But they had so much disdain for Lawrence, who was for all intents and purposes a good dude, just wasn't motivated enough and didn't move fast enough to get this shit together. But Ghost, a murderer, a killer, a drug dealer, a cheater, no bad words for that man. And that's just reality of what the situation is. How is it that Lawrence is a fuckboy and Ghost is not? I read a comment, some chick was talking about Power, talking about Ghost is getting back with the enemy, talking about Angela, the Puerto Rican cop, Miss Valdez. And I'm like, wait a minute, how is she the enemy? This the motherfucker's murderer, thief, drug dealer. Like, ain't he the enemy? Ain't he the bad guy? No. And one thing that shows you about this show, about these images and hyper masculinity, is that these images are promoted, and women love that shit. Look at Killmonger. He got black women going crazy on YouTube, even despite the fact that they knew that he liked Becky's before the movie came out. He's always had that reputation, but the power of promotion and pandering, they forgot all about that. His Killmonger got their vaginas all moist in the movie, and they were sucked in by those seductive pictures that he was taking with Lupita, and all of a sudden, they forgot all about the fact that he had been seen with nothing but white girls his entire career. And for whatever reason, they believe that him and Lupita had something going on, even though Lupita took those same pictures with every other black male cast member on that movie. And she did the same shit with every dude from 12 Years a Slave cast too. Remember, all the swirlers were happy when she was taking pictures with the white boy, right? Did she bamboozle the swirlers? Did she play onto their insecurities and make them feel like this dark-skinned child sister is going to give it a white boy? Different topics, but in my opinion, I think Slim Thug is correct. She made her marriage stability. She's practicing her hypergamy. It is what it is. She woke up too late, like a lot of sisters do. And a lot of women are living vicarious through that situation with Ciara. It is what it is. We know that's true. And I'm tired of breaking it to you, but the educated lames and the Russell Wilsons in the hood is not coming to save you. Those capes days are over.